miss a beat, stay tuned tight. The best of the best, shining bright. Tune in now, it's not a game. Today Ghana News, it's your clan. Tie with Francis, a unique delight. Don't miss the magic, shining bright. Tune in and see the best of the best. Today Ghana News, you'll be impressed. And every week, a new adventure. Francis Jalil, we're ready. From the beach to the dance floor. Don't miss a beat, stay tuned.
Hi everyone, my name is Frances and it is time with Frances again with me, your host, and we're here again. Sorry we started late. I keep apologizing, I know, but we're gonna give you a show, okay? So thanks so much for joining the show, and don't forget that today I'm going to give it to you guys. Like, it's going to be fun, it's going to be exciting, and it's going to be a lot to talk about as well. So just stick and stay with me. Don't go anywhere. Don't forget the program is live at Twitch, on satellite, Facebook, YouTube, and links are on TodayGhanaNews TV, okay? We're also live on our associate channel on Him FM 93.5, Akim Hengman in the Eastern region. We're on King's Radio in Accra. We also Jaframa TV at Warora. In OT region, we have Sakina Information Center at the Total Tatale, Northern Ghana, at the Lema Community Information Center at Nkunta and Fans TV, also at the Afro region in the Volta region. Okay, so don't forget, you guys know how we do it. You're not, okay, if you're new, let me just keep you posted that here is an interactive show. I get to hear from you guys as well, so don't forget to send us your comment. Tell us where you're watching us from, and of course, you get to ask questions, okay, to the guests as well. So let me don't take your time. I know you guys want to see who are the guests. Okay, you already know, but you want to see them here with me. They're joining me here. So let's just take a break. When we come back, you meet our two lovely guests, they're two handsome guys and they're footballers, okay? Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Don't miss a beat, stay tuned tight. The best of the best, shining bright. Tune in now, it's not a game. Today Ghana News, it's your clan. Tie with Francis, a unique delight. Don't miss the magic, shining bright. Tune in and see the best of the best. Today Ghana News, you'll be impressed. And every week, a new adventure. Francis Jalil, we're ready. From the beach to the dance floor. Don't miss a beat, stay tuned.
What we say, youth man, before you make up your mind, think before you take up your nine. We say the hottest part of date and who did, who you did left behind. What we say, youth man. Yeah man, this is your side, the Soul Journey Warrior representing for Today Ghana News TV. It's the best web TV across the continent of Africa. They transmit via satellites and all their social media platforms for your best developmental news, social programs, empowerment, entertainment, sports, and for the best educative political discussion. Today, Ghana News TV, 24/7's online TV. I aside the soldier and the warrior. Blessings.
Welcome back, guys. It's time with Frances, and yes, my guest already seated. So let's get right into it. But before I do that, don't forget the program is live via Twitch, on satellite, Facebook, YouTube, and links on Today Ghana News TV. We also streaming live from our associate channel in Hing FM 93.5. Kim Hengman in the Eastern region. We have King's Radio in Accra, Jaframa TV at the Warrora in OT, Sakina Information Center at the Talale Northern Ghana, at the Lima Community Information Center at Nkwanta and Fast TV. We're also live on Aflo in the Volta region. So don't forget to tune in, guys, and thank you guys so much. All of you have been tuning in. And please, we need your comment where you're watching us from, send it in the comment section. And if you have any questions to ask this lovely gentleman, go ahead and do so whilst the show is going. You know, we'll get to that, right? So don't forget about that as well. So let's welcome our first guest. We're going to talk to Israel. Today's Ghana versus Nigeria, by the way. Okay, it's going to be a match. I told you guys. So let's allow Israel to introduce himself. Tell us your name. Welcome to the show, by the way. Thank you so much for joining me. And let's know who you are, your name, and what you do.
By the way, my name is Israel Opoku, a football player from Ghana. And I mean, I was born in Ghana, Kumasi, and now I'm playing football in Gaza FC in Armenia.
Okay, so Kumasi people, I know all of you are streaming right now to watch him. Okay, you've heard it. Okay, so we have the second guy is from Nigeria, so he's also going to do the same, introduce himself, tell you who it is. Thank you for joining. So much.
Yeah. Hello guys, my name is Yusuf Olaito Tubanjo. I'm from Nigeria, born in Lagos, and I play football with FC Punic in Armenia.
Okay, so you heard it. Ghana, Nigeria, we have a match. So let the game begin. Okay, so I'm just gonna get into it because I know it's started late. I so apologize, guys. Just bear with me, okay? I know I keep apologizing, but today is gonna be fun. So let's just take and stay, don't go anywhere. So I'm gonna start with you, Yusuf, about your football career. I'd like you to tell us like how this all started for you. When do you feel like, okay, I'm gonna make football as a professional and make money out of it? Was it from childhood or from adulthood?
Well, I'm not going to go into full because it's gonna take time. Let's just say, when you talk about African players, we are so blessed that we have talent right from the young age. You know, you start to play from small age, you start to have interest, and got so good if you have a family who supports what you're doing.
Yeah.
You are a lucky person. So right from small, we start to play. And
At what age you started?
you know, we can't really say age, but you know, at the age of 4, 5, 6, you start to play on the street. You start to play with your friends from street to street. And from there, you get interest, and then you go to school. From there, maybe if you're lucky to play in a school where they have a football team in that school, you know, it's more advantage for you. So let's say like 4, 5, you start from the street, and when you eventually enter to primary school, and luckily we have some schools who also encourage football, you join the school team. From there, you know, you develop interest, and then just like that, you know, you have the interest already, and then from there you have to look for club side outside the school to start to train, and from there you realize you already have more interest and you learn like that.
Yeah, so let me ask you, did you start from the football academy way back in Nigeria?
Not really. From small, I didn't start from football academy. It was just from street, from club, from school, like that. And you know, later when you develop that, you can gain more in this football, and you know, people are already telling you how you have the talent. Maybe if you go to so place like an academy or like a school who have a football team, maybe you improve. So from, you know, when I really grew up, Then I joined some academy football, but not really
Okay.
academy because you have so lot of clubs back in Africa. So.
All right. Let's say that you started from the street, and at a certain age, you get yourself into an academy, right, to do it professionally.
Yeah.
All right. So that's a good thing because it's not everybody that has the opportunity to do that. But were your parents supportive of your football career?
Yeah, at some point it was like you need to go to school. Every parent, they always want their kids to be, how can I say, to be more advanced than what they did not achieve.
Of course.
So they always want you to go to school, always to learn. But you get to some points whereby, for instance, for me, there was a time my mom decided I need to go to some school, and people from our neighborhood who already see what I'm doing, they came to her and be like, please, there was a certain school that if he goes to, it will help his career. Just let him play. And with that, for people from outside to come and convince your mom that he have the talent, let him go to so school, it will help his career. So she don't have choice. She was just like, okay, no problem, but you need to go to school.
Yes, but were you able to get acquire a scholarship in that school? So they came looking for you?
No, when I joined the school,
Yeah.
the aim is just go to study. But back on my head, I know it's football that also helped me in this school. So I go to the school and doing some inter-sport school,
Yeah.
inter-sport class, with each class and some senior school. So we are playing, and then from there, the school team invited you and like, hey, who's this boy? What's your name? Where are you from? They try to like encourage you back. That's good thing about Africa.
Yeah.
When they spot a good talent, they always give you support, and they're like, hey, next day, come to the school team and join the training. So from there, it's big.
All right, so you guys got a sneak peek about his life. So let's jump into with Israel. Israel, can you tell us the same thing? Like, how do you start? How do your career came about? And did you know you were already going to be a footballer when you were born, or it's with time you get to know? Like, how do you get that feeling that this is something I really want to pursue and take it professionally and seriously?
Yeah, it's all started from the street, like you used to say. So there was school games. I was playing for my school, and there was one coach who was having a team.
That's in Kumasi, right?
Yeah, training in his training park is where they were doing the school games. So he came to watch, and he picked me up from there to join his course academy. Yeah. So I started from there. I think at the age of 12 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So I played, and it's levels. Every year they promote you from under 12, under 13, 15. So in under 17, then I got picked up from a club called Benab FC in Ghana.
In Ghana, yeah.
So I started this like a second division club.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
that's how.
that is where I got the feeling that I can be a football player. Like I can.
Is it when you were signed into the club or when you started?
Yeah, when I signed into that Benab club, that is when I start to feel comfortable, like my dream can come true, because there was no stress, again, no pressure, no hungry issues, and
So you were
I
paid?
started to feel comfortable. But before it was difficult, so every time my mind became 50-50, like should I stop and go and work or
When you were signed, were you paid? Like, was it
I
professional?
wasn't getting paid, but I started feeling comfortable because about buying football boots, they provide all those things for you.
Oh, okay.
And they keep me in the camp, they provide food, and
Okay.
at the end of the month, they give something small.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's still not tell us about a little about you were saying you struggle and you think of quitting.
Yeah.
What's happened during that time that you wanted to quit something you love so much to go and get something like a job that you think will give you money or income?
Yeah, I didn't live with my mom. My mom was living in another city, and I was living with my dad, with stepmom, and sometimes you will face some
challenges, like family one. Yeah.
So
Okay.
when it started like that, my dad was not supporting the football.
Okay.
Because he was having some mentality, maybe I can break my leg or something. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's every parent, I mean, they're worried.
But my mom was supporting me because people will call her and be like, your son have talent, just support her, support him with all your heart. But he wasn't having the financial support.
Support
My dad was the one having it, but he will not do it because he don't support what I'm doing.
How does that make you feel?
I mean, it wasn't easy at that time though. But sometimes when you go to some stage, you forget some things. But it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, to be honest. It wasn't easy. I mean, I was even getting support from people in the community more than
your own dad.
Yeah.
That's so sad because when family don't support, no matter how other people do, you don't get that emotional feeling.
Yeah.
Like when you're in a game, you see your parents sitting there watching you. It just makes you proud. So I know what you're saying, but I mean, today I'm sure he doesn't have a choice, right? It needs to, because now you're a superstar and you're making it big, and I mean, you're out there making your parents proud. So let's get into it. Okay, let me come to you. Yusuf, I know that you're from Nigeria, and you've told us a bit about your family and also your mom, especially because she was in the case. Was your dad against it?
Sorry, I lost my dad when I was small, so I can't say so much about him.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry, I didn't know that. But I'm sure he's proud wherever he is right now. I mean, you're a superstar already. So, I mean, he's playing one of the biggest teams in Armenia, okay? So if you don't know, go and Google that and you'll see it. Yes. So I want to say, how did you get to come to this country? Is it through like an agent, or you help yourself? Because I know a lot of people find it difficult to sign into an agent. It's either they will charge you a lot of money that you don't have, or they just, I mean, I don't know if you can just tell us.
Yeah, when you ask how did I come to Armenia, it's like you need to do a little bit flashback, because football is a long process, and it's always from one country to another.
Okay.
So the good things that make all this football life easy or to start is I also have the chance to play the Nigeria under-17 national team.
Wow.
So it's add a little more efforts, or a little more, make it more easier,
Okay.
when you come through the national team background.
So how did you get that connect to the national team under 17?
Yeah, it's a long process, right from the academy, right from childhood. I played so many clubs. There was a club called Sedan FC back home in my hometown in Ijebu. So from there, we progressed to sign from the Nigerian League.
Okay.
And from the Nigerian League, then I have the chance to go for a trial in the national team when they open the camp. So from there, it's a lot of story, but I'll just cut short.
You finally
So you go to the under 17, you enter the camp, you meet like almost 120 players, and it's not really easy.
But you're there, that's what the matters. That means you're good. If you're not good, you will not be with 120 people.
Yeah, sometimes your talent alone doesn't help, It has to do with prayer, it has to do with God, it has to do with your belief and your struggle also. Because, there are, like you said, there are some difficult times whereby you'll be like, am I struggling? Am I forcing myself? I know how to do this thing, that's why I'm doing it. So when you're sure of what you know how to do, and you know that you don't force to do this, it's just a God-given talent, you keep on working on it. And so far so good, go through the under 17. After the under 17, I have the chance to, my first European football club was Atletico Madrid, really. I started my football career from Spain.
Wow, that's a big deal.
I signed a contract with the Atletico Madrid second team, but I play with the third team.
Okay.
Yeah, for like 2 years I was in Spain, and then from Spain, un poco. So from 2 years, I stayed in Spain for 2 years, and then I moved to Austria. Yeah, like I said, football have its own circumstances. Sometimes you don't have a good start somewhere. Sometimes you don't have a good support or good management.
Okay.
So
was there management for you to come to that?
Yeah, when I was in Spain, the problem is that I was there alone. I don't have my manager there, and the people who are there, they want me to sign for them. You know, African first experience is always a barrier. You don't know anybody. You are scared, like people calling from home. Don't sign for anybody. I am your agent. If you need anything, call me. And then you are in somewhere where somebody who said don't sign can't even help you.
Yeah.
And you need help in another person because somebody is calling from home. Don't do that. So, and you know, first experience, it gets you worried. I don't want to be like all those because you hear so many stories. African players, once they're in Europe, they forget everybody. They forget. It's really too much of experience, and you know, first experience is always a good.
But why will your agent say don't sign? I think, is it not a good deal? That was why he was against it.
You know, when the deal go through, everybody have their own courts. But he's in Africa. He's not in Europe.
Okay.
And the people in Europe are telling you, forget the people in Africa, they can't help you. And him was like, they will just steal you away from me, don't sign for this.
So were you, did you forget him or?
No, at that age, you know, it's a fresh age, like I said, first experience. You don't want to go back home, have problem. At the same time, also you don't have a problem at your club. So you are like,
what should you do?
You're just in the middle, you don't know what to do, and you're just like trying to scale everything, like what is going to happen. You don't have the experience. First time in Europe.
So what was your decision?
So my decision is the problem is, I think is part of the reason why I left Madrid. Because these people said if I don't sign with them, they will stop to help me. They are representative in Madrid. So they are like, if I don't sign with them, they are not going to help me. And you know how African works with agents and manager. We are like, they make you like family, not like
not like professional.
So they're like, you are family, my friend. We will not decide. So it's really difficult. Though because I don't sign with this representative and they want me to sign because you know their own mentality is different. So I don't sign with them, and later I have problem with the team because they changed management, and now they are trying to push people who don't have someone away. So that was where I fall in the line of people who don't have someone to speak for him. So I have to like go back home for a few months and then come back again.
Yes, but I want to ask you, how can you have a manager or a management team that's in Africa and you coming all the way to Spain? Because I know that you coming there was a lot of like funds as well. You tried your way to come there, you invest money and come all the way, and then now you can sign. Because I think the biggest thing in your career is when a club actually wants you to play and they tell you sign. So why didn't you merge with your agent when you talk to him? So you talk him, tell him, say, it's going to be transparent, everything, it's legal, I'm not going to cut you off, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, you know, it's really a long story, like I said, and when it comes to Africa, I think we need to really get into this matter to help the young ones come.
Yeah, that's why we wanted to share it so that some people learn.
I'm really going to say something. You know, everybody's idea is different.
Yes.
But to my own, because now we are at that stage where we can say anything.
Yes.
Everyone wants to keep learning. One thing I learned about African people is that when they discover a player is good, the problem is they hold on tight to the player like it's going to be a change of investment for them. And with that, they are putting too much pressure on the player because they are like, once it's out of their reach, they will not get back to him. And the problem we have in back home is that, you know, when you base your living lifestyle or future on someone, it's so difficult because now mostly from home, we don't plan a future for the players that you want him to excel. We always plan the future like, I want this guy to sign a contract like 20,000. My cut is 5,000. My cut is 10,000. That is our thinking. So, and with this kind of mentality, you don't see so much of the progress of the player because one thing they don't realize is two things. You can sign. It doesn't mean you're already there. Because when it comes to football, it's consistency.
Yes.
You can't play 6 months good and say, it's finished. No. It's always repeatedly effort, consistency every time. Like you played 6 months good for a season, you need to do more than that again for you to have that level. And the only thing I see that, back home we have a lot of struggle. So I won't rather put blames back on people at home also. The struggle is too much. You see some people, like for me also, for instance, I have somebody like he's trying to buy me boots, sometimes trying to feed me, sometimes trying to give me some little help. And we don't have any agreements. It was just like he's helping. So, and at the end of the day, when you have a little uplift in your career like this, and then it changes, then it turns to like I'm your manager. I sell my this to make sure you get this. I sell my that to make sure you get it. And from there, we start to
I don't think it's a good thing because if you're helping me, I know you're helping me, but don't help me and see when something big comes my way and now you start changing it because I'm gonna feel like indifferent. Like, were you helping me because of what you're gaining at the end of the day, or you were genuinely helping me? And that was not professional because you guys did not have any documents binding you both to say when you have a breakthrough, this is the amount. You can just thank him, give him, higher, just like, give him back all his money he spent or something.
I don't know if this is allowed to say, but I'll just say little things. Like me, for instance, I'm one kind of person that I don't like to talk about things from afar that I'm not aware or I don't see. I like to talk things within that I see and I know about. When the contract about this Atletico Madrid of 18, we have like 4 individual group people connected to this deal.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. So, because when it comes to Africa, you don't even have one specific person that have a deal, or find a person that say this is my player. You will see a coach can fight over a player.
Really?
The management or brother from street who give you something and say, I'm also his manager. So it's kind of convincing effort. Like me, for instance, when I signed my deal, I have to pay 2 agents. I'm paying one agent from Africa, I'm paying one agent from Europe because they are both connected to bring the deal. So the money is not really the problem for me because we were not all going to be the same. For instance, I know there are some players that have spoiled some good players. It's like that. There are some Africa, they are already mature more than their breakthrough. Immediately they get the access they want, they just build a wall.
And nobody can come in.
Yeah,
and
they build a wall to forget that they have to. And also,
but I always just say this: don't forget who was there for you when you had nothing, because if not, it's going to backfire on you. It's karma. It's not us. Yeah. If somebody has been there for you genuinely, don't forget the person.
Yeah, I think the only advice I can always say about this, because it's 2 things, two things. There are people who spend on you just waiting for that little opportunity you're going to get, and they are going to suck back all the everything. Because when you sign a contract as a young player, you don't have access to your money. So it has to go through somebody, or somebody is in charge of this. So it's so difficult. And back then in Africa, most of the people who stand for you as your agents, they are like also standing like your father and your parent, because they have the parental guidance. So even your parents don't have that. They have to give it to them because they're going to be the ones to bring the opportunity. So it's a little bit complicated. And this we need to maybe share the advice, encourage the parents, what they put on, because the first breakthrough in everyone's career is supposed to mean a lot of things.
Yes.
Yeah, but not for us back home. Your first breakthrough is for other people enjoyment. It's not even for you.
I think that's a bad way of doing business. Seriously,
kind of different. So there are two types of people in life. The one who endure all the pain to get where they want to get, and then they forget everything. Yeah, there are people like that, and there are people who are they will keep on to that just because their mind is pure. Like me, like I said, I'm paying 2 agents 10% from how much. But I'm doing that because I know it will not last forever. Because whatever we are doing in life is just, okay, I have a contract with the agent for 2 years or so. and they wanted to be taking 13%, regardless of what I'm earning or how I need to survive. I need to take house rent. My first experience, like people need to know this, my first experience in Europe, what really annoyed me after like Europe is not for everybody.
Yes.
I don't know about brutto when it comes to signing contracts. There's a contract called brutto. There's your money come in brutto. When you sign it, it's like advice now for the young ones.
Yes.
When you find yourself in Europe and they tell you your contract is in brutto, try to ask how much is going to come in my account every month for me. Don't even look at the money and be like, it's a big money, because I make that mistake.
Okay.
My first contract it's not even in Spain, it was in Austria. After I had problem in Madrid, I go to Austria. So they told me they were going to pay me 7,000 euro brutto.
Oh, okay. So what does that mean, the brutto?
I'll explain to you. They're not going to pay me 7,000. And from the 7,000, me and the people who connect to the deal were like, okay, I'm going to be giving them.
It's a
I'm going to be, I don't want to say, I'm going to be giving them some percentage of the money, not knowing that the contract, everybody's always excited when the money comes, but you don't read what follows the money. So we're all happy, like, what they want to take is not going to be a problem. I don't have a wife, I don't have kids, I can still manage this. And then when the first salary comes, I saw half of the money. And they are expecting their money also.
Yes.
And then I sent them out also, and they're like fighting me. African player, this is the problem. No money comes, you don't know, you don't do what to do. And then me, I was like, I go to the office. I said, okay, this is not the money I saw in the contract. It was like, no, here, we have brutto, we have tax, some money go to the hospital. I said, okay, African player, we don't sick. Why we have to put my money in hospital? And they're like, hey, who is this boy? They have to bring translator for me. Like, translation, people who can translate, like, please speak with him. We have tax, we have insurance. Some of the money go to hospital in case.
No, for tax I can understand, because every country have a certain amount of taxation that you pay. But which one is a hospital? I haven't heard that before.
Called insurance card for when you go to some parts in Austria, there's a card they give you. It's called e-card. It's like for hospital. Like
okay, so insurance for you.
Yeah, for
okay, all right. So I understand that.
So it's really so.
But they should have explained everything to you, because maybe you thought you were going to handle that yourself. So
you don't know that unless you find yourself in that situation.
Well, I mean, it's good you went through the experience and now you can share it out there. So please, if you have a contract in Europe, brutal, keep that word, a key word, brutal, okay? Let them explain it to you. Declare what they mean by brutal accent. Okay, to be on the safe side, don't fall a victim. I thank you. All right, thank you so much for sharing that. Let's come to another. Nana, you've experience with, let's talk about management. Since we're talking about signing contract, I've given experience in a thing like he went through.
Oh yeah, I have, but not much as Yusuf on. I just have little experience about this. When I signed my first contract in Noah. It's
where?
Also in Noah.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
So it happened like that. I don't know anything, because they just go and play football, don't think about money.
Okay, so that was your first contract from Ghana, right? Okay. Aside the other one that you signed with the...
No, this one is a professional contract in Armenia.
Okay. Yeah, now you get paid and all that, you see your money and everything. So how was that like for you when you had this? I know you didn't know about the contract or anything, but how did you feel like, internationally you're going to play football? How was the feeling like for you?
Oh, I mean, I was happy. It was like a dream come true, and it's part of one step ahead. Because I always have that dream. For example, if Ghana national team is playing match and I'm seeing players sacrificing their life, I always wish to do the same one day.
Okay, but have you played for the Ghana national team before?
No, I have not played before.
Well, very soon I'm sure you will be playing, because when you become big somebody, then they'll start searching you and then calling you back. Please, you guys should come and help, And will you do that for them?
Yeah, I will.
Yes, that's everybody's
dream. My mom
loves
national team as well.
Okay.
My mom really loves Ghana national team. So.
Yeah. All right, so don't be surprised when you see him in the Ghana national team very soon. So how was your first contract? Like, what came about it? Was it an agent for you? How did you get it?
Yeah, this agent came to Ghana, so he came for scouting, and we were playing league in Ghana. So he told them he will offer me to a club in Romania in third league.
Okay.
That is when we started the league. So we win in our zone, so we need to go to play off against other zones who was top in the league. So in that middle league, we call it middle league in Ghana, that playoff. So I scored, I proved myself, and it was like, no, he can even play Premier League. So I need to bring him to Armenia Premier League. So the agent brought the deal.
At that time, were you having a contract with anyone in Ghana?
Yeah, I was with that second division.
Okay, where they, yeah.
So the agent came to watch our games, and he showed interest. And it wasn't a straight contract from any club. He just bring me to come to trials.
Okay.
So he bring me to Noah, and during the trials, the mentality was to just perform and sign contracts. I wasn't having any idea about money, salary.
Because you say your previous one, they were not paying you, just helping you guys.
And the discussion was going between the agent and my
club in Ghana. So you had no idea what they were discussing?
No, I had no idea because there was even, it's not threatening, but it was like they were putting fear. Hey, you have to remember where you come from,
Really?
Was
that needed?
Yeah, just remember when we pick you from here, blah, 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 So I have to just humble myself, and whatever they are doing, I should let them do. And I wasn't having anyone who I can discuss this issue with. And it was a whole lot because, okay, you came for trials and we pick you, and okay, we were the one who sent you there. So just go and play football first. You can't just come and ask how much is my salary, why the salary is this. So,
really?
Yeah, I cannot ask because I wasn't having much. I wasn't having any experience about all these things. So
to
I just
say
have to.
related to what you said, it's really the problem we're having also, And when it comes to opportunity for Africa, we are like, we don't even want to hear anything. We just want to.
But it's not a good thing because you get here and then you get stuck and you start struggling and you don't have any money on you. I don't think it's a good thing, seriously.
Yeah, they will tell you, don't worry, the club will take care of everything.
Were they able to take care of you when you got here?
Oh yeah. I was receiving salary, but it wasn't the one mentioned in the contract.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is why I questioned.
Okay, so you saw your contract.
Yeah, I signed the contract. The salary was there, but when I went to take my first salary,
and there was no percentage to your former club.
That is when they told me, okay, this agent take this,
No, but it's supposed to be clear on the then why did you do the contract in the first place?
It's not so simple.
Yeah, it's not simple because it's not simple because if it wasn't them as well, I don't even know where they even do passport.
What I mean is, I am grateful you helped me. But if you want to be paid for it, I don't have a problem. Just tell me how much you want me to give. And I will not even question it. You understand? But hiding and then, playing games, and now he saw the money. He's not a kid. You understand? He might be 17 or under 17, but he saw the money. Everybody knows the money figure. So when you get to see your money and you are the one playing, you came here suffering. The weather from Africa to here is different. And then you get to pay the peanuts. It's really something else. So I think it's something you guys should just advise people out there. Don't just jump and sign contract. I know that it's hard to come across an agent that will take you out of Africa, but please, let's try our best to be transparent and say your mind. Okay, please, guys. Ask questions, get a lawyer, get a family person or somebody who can advise you. Don't just jump in the plane and come. You're good, that's why they came for you. If you were not good, they will only pick you out of the whole lot. So you also stand firm and make the right move.
Yeah,
Okay,
also,
guys.
and you need to understand, now you are saying this because you are not in the football system. Yeah, it's so easy for you to like pull out like this. But I've seen a player that once told me, I don't even care, even if it's $100, let them give me, I will come.
Really?
Yeah, but when they now come, they now realize it's not the way they feel it.
So why did you make a wrong move? That's what I'm
It's
saying.
not a wrong move. For African players, everything is opportunity.
I think this problem happened maybe 95% of African footballers, but they only speak it out when they retire from football.
And it's wrong. So let's speak it now for the younger ones. Please.
Yeah, I
Don't
think
make
what
mistakes.
we need to do, what you need to understand also is that most of the people back there also in Africa, they are looking for a good channel of opportunity for them also. And in life sometimes some people have to go through some sacrifice for the other peoples to come on.
Okay.
Some people just have to be the experience for others to enjoy. It happens like that in life.
I remember they told me this. My management told me, hey, you are the first person traveling from this club, and just check how many people are there.
Yeah, you need
so
to
just
pay for the way
sacrifice no matter what, so that these agents can bring another player.
Well, that means, okay, it's a good thing they said that, but that means come here, prove yourself, perform well, don't create trouble for where you're coming from. But don't steal my money. It's not part of the deal. Don't steal my money. That is what we are saying.
If we have a flashback or something to take us back in time, I'm sure you will be happy also to take this deal without even checking how much I'm going to take.
Will you do the same thing all over again? Like what you knew now?
Sometimes you just need to accept it. It's like this. Football is different from any other job.
I'm sorry to chip in. What you said now makes me remember there are some 3-4 sets of players back then with me in Spain. They are from Ghana.
Okay.
Agents took some players from Ghana, keep them in apartments like this. 4 or 5 people. He's just giving them money for feeding. Like he's just giving them feeding money and maybe some euro every month, like maybe 50 euro every month. But he's make sure they feed and they have a roof over their head. And this is not what is in the contract. And later on, there was one of the players. Everybody cannot be the same. You always find out.
Yes, of course.
I want to be like, no, I'm not going to be like that. So, out of the 4 of them, it's just that, in life, who God have already said is going to be there, will be there. So, one of the persons I'm going to talk about also is Thomas Partey. I'm sure you know, he's my good friend, very good friend, Thomas Partey. Till now, we are still good friends. It's also part of this story, but I'm not. So, just to cut the story short, one of the players decided to go to the team. And they sign a contract, he doesn't have ATM card, he doesn't have anything from the bank. He went to the team, they take him to the bank, he realized he's getting more money than what they are getting. And just because the agents know he goes through his back, and that is the end of the player. Now he's back in Ghana, my friend. Because he tried to play smart. By the end of the day, he did not do it the right way.
Okay, that's another thing I was going to say. Always try to do it in the right channel. If you find that, I would say if there's a problem, I will ask you if you're my agent. Seriously, I will have a conversation with you if I've heard something, okay? Or if I'm going to do this, I'll tell them that, okay, you just keep it on the law. I just want to know. I'll tell you something so it doesn't get to my agent. All right? Then you have a talk with a person, one-on-one. I think we all have that human spirit in us that will listen. But it's so sad, you know? It's sad.
If you talk based on how you feel hearing this, you're putting emotion into it. But it doesn't work like that. Like I said, there are some people, they'll keep you in a house, they'll feed you, they'll take care of everything about you. But you won't know what you are having. And if when it comes to African players, we are so endurable.
Was this agent also an African or
white man? When it comes to African players,
and we think it's only in Africa there's corruption. Corruption is everywhere, okay?
Of course, everywhere. So You know, when it comes to Africa, regardless of football, we are so tolerant. We will be like, don't worry, we can face this. He's giving us food, he's giving us house.
Especially when you know where you're coming from.
We can call home, blah, blah. I know a lot of things I've done for these guys during that time. But at the end of the day, what you just realize that we are so patient to endure the pain. And then when we get to that stage where we no longer feel that pain again, and then that is when you see they regard some player like pride. Because they don't know what they go through, what they sacrifice, what they did not enjoy.
Yes.
And then when they now see them, they don't know they've already sacrificed their patience for that moment. And when now they find themselves in their own right form, now they want to live their life. And then it's now a problem for the other people who don't see the other side of the story.
Okay.
So it's difficult. You just don't put emotion to everything. People will always use you. You just need to understand. But if we are going to
But
be
it's
used,
not right though.
if you are going to be used by people, you need to understand what is going to happen at the end of the story. Is it going to be fruitful? You endure. But if it's not, or if you are not seeing any future on it, then step back. I would say that.
I think you can go with that as well. Like you said, I think there's a logic there. If you think it's something at the end of the day is going to be beneficial to you and your career, I think yes. There's nothing. I mean, it's not all bed of roses, okay? So you endure until you get to the point where you're comfortable. Yes, and you reap your fruit.
I'm sure everybody knows him. You know Thomas Party. Now, if he talk this story, do you know how he's going to say it? He's going to say it with smile.
I know.
Because the story changed.
Yeah,
So,
you know.
So that's just it.
Yeah, so that means it's like it pays off at the end of the day.
That's just about food.
It's not a right thing, but like he said, you heard him. They've gone through it. You might go through a similar thing, but just be careful, okay, and watch out.
At the start of your career, there are some things you need to sacrifice for you to pave a way for a good fortune in future. It's normal to go through all this when you are still progressing in life. And I'm going to give this like a tip also for African players. When you are in a place of still finding yourself, don't stay in one place. If there's any competition in everywhere, go there, try it out. I know all these coaches will be angry for this, but you know, when it comes to Africa, we want the opportunity. If you stay one place, it may not come. You need to try. Like me now, I'm from Nigeria. The chances that I get to be in Madrid, it was in Ghana. I flew from Nigeria to Ghana to go for a trial because the organizer, they don't want to come to Nigeria, they are scared. So they put the trials in Ghana. So if I decide not to go to Ghana, I have an offer from Monaco from France. I have an offer from Madrid. And then, you know, when it comes to Africa, they have to weigh the money. Go weigh the money. So, you know, everything is just opportunity. When it comes to Africa, we see everything like opportunity. So you just have to try, you know. Yeah. Keep trying. But the thing is that when you are doing something, be sincere. If you are going...
That's what I am saying.
If you are going to leave somebody who have been there for you, tell them.
No, not only the players, even the management. Let them be sincere.
Just you know, as a player, I can only talk to player. I don't have advantage. These people are more stronger than us. So as a player, young players, progressive player, if you have the chance to go to another place to invest in your future, just talk to them. You will know you talk, because to me also it happens. Where I go before I signed the Nigerian league, the coach was angry. Don't go there. We also try to do this. At the end of the day, they don't do it. But I decided to like go there.
Go work.
And then I tried. And then from there, I was picked and signed Nigerian league. And it helps. But I told them I'm going because they are now participating in that same competition that I'm going for. So if they are participating, I will stay. But they are not, and it's a chance for everybody. So, you know, sometimes you need to try things, but be sincere before you take your bag, because sometimes outside they are going may not favor you and you have to come back. So you have
and
to
you have to know how you leave the home. Because if you come back, they might not take you. That is a smart move, guys. I always say be sincere. Like he said, I think it's both ways, but they're footballers. They can only speak to you guys as footballers. Don't make that mistake. I mean, just be transparent with them. They might say don't go, but you know you're going, but at least you've told them. Yeah. If something good comes out of it, it's the beneficial for everybody. If it doesn't, you still have, I mean, you come again. Yes, you have something to come back to.
Don't destroy home because of somewhere.
Don't burn bridges, please. Don't burn all the bridges, okay? So let's be smart about that. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. The show is Time with Frances. I have two lovely guests here. Israel is from Ghana and Yusuf is from Nigeria. They're both professional, international football players. They're here to share their story and tell you guys how it is and give advice out there, because I know that there are a lot of footballers out there with talent in Africa especially. So please take note, listen to them, learn, and then, I mean, just try your best to know what you're doing and walk the right way. And we're also live. The program is live at Twitch, on satellite, Facebook, YouTube, and links. So on Today Ghana News TV. Also, we're streaming live from Associate Channel in HIM FM 93.5 at Ahim and Hangman in the Eastern region. Okay, so we're live in the Eastern region. We're live in Accra as well, Kings Radio. Okay, we're at Jafferma TV at Warro. We're live there in Oti Region, Second Information Center. At Tatale, Northern Ghana, yes, we're there as well. And at the Lema Community Information, okay, and Quanta, and that's Fans TV, also in Aflo in the Volta region. Thanks to everyone who is tuning in. Thank you for joining. Today is football as well, but we're talking about management and other stuff. So don't go anywhere because I'm about to take a break. But before I go, please don't forget to send us comments on the comment section. Okay, if you have any question, maybe you're in this situation, you want somebody an advice, you don't want to talk to anybody about it, you want an advice, please send in the comment section. They are here, they will answer you. I'll read out your question and they will get to answer. But please state your name and where you're watching us from. So don't go anywhere. Our first break. We'll be right back. I think my producer is not. Okay, guys, I think we can go on break right now, but let's continue with the interview again. And we're going to delve more in the management because we see that there are a lot of like loopholes there. So we want to talk about it. Now I'll talk to Israel about that so that he also tells us how his story is when he gets here, how he was treated as well. So Israel, when you came to the football club here in Armenia, how were you received?
I mean, I just came individually to show myself. Nobody cares whether you are good or not. You just have to prove it. And they are not. The team is not here for. I mean, it's not for your mom. It's not for your dad. So you need to fight. At first, you face language problem. Yeah, because I don't know Armenian language and whatever they are doing, and there are some training programs that I wasn't doing in Ghana. So
it was a bit different, right? Like what you're used to in Africa.
Yeah, so I just need to adapt it so fast.
Okay.
I tried my best. It wasn't easy, but the mentality was, since I've come here, I need to prove everything.
Yeah.
Because I was only having 2 weeks to show myself. So yeah.
So how was the weather like changing from Africa to here?
Anyway, I came in summer, so it wasn't much difference. So.
Okay. And I'm sure you proved to them that's why you're still here and doing, I mean, better deals as well. So Israel is from Ghana and Yusuf is from Nigeria. That's why I say Ghana meets Nigeria, but it's a competition, like it's a football competition.
We just beat them of recent.
Yes, I know they always have this clash, like Ghana, Nigeria. So I want us to settle it today, once and for all. So who is the best, Ghana or Nigeria, when it comes to football? Don't bring emotions into it. Don't say because you're from Nigeria. Let's just say it professionally. You guys are professional football players. So let's know, like, who is the best when it comes to football? Is it Ghana or is it Nigeria?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Really?
You don't claim the best. You just have to know the categories of players and their individual clubs and where they are from. Like who have more players in the international game or in the club side. Like I think that is one of the categories they rate it from. Like how many Ghana players playing in the Premier League, in the Bundesliga, in the France League, in the Spanish League. I think it's more like that when you have to rate football. It's always the league you played. How many Nigerian players do you have outside playing in the Premier League? It starts in my phone. You cannot even stop counting. So don't play.
Okay, we know what to say. We know names, okay, but we also, like in Ghana, we also know like there are people there who have been bigger names as well. Who are doing it, like you said, also playing in biggest Champions League before. They're legends. Okay, so we have it right there. Why I was asking this actually because I want us to talk about like World Cup in general. I want to know why is it so difficult for Africa to win the World Cup? What's your take on that, Susan?
That's a big one. It's a big one. It's a big one. Well, first I would say maybe mentality. First, mentality. And second, I would say management. Management, because there are some times whereby you promise African players something, at the end of the day, you don't do it. You mess up with their mentality. You mess up with their game. Especially when it comes to African football, we are motivated by the how can I say, by what you motivate us with when it comes to like, win this game, I'm going to give you guys a house, I'm going to give you guys a car. African players are motivated by things, items, money. They can die there on the field when you promise them, win this game, more 1,000 to what you guys are going to get. So, when it comes to Africa, it's not fixed, it's not budget. You don't really know sometimes what you get when you win something. But when you come to Europe, before you even take your bag from home, they already know if they win this game, $20,000 is waiting for them. So Africa, it's more like 50-50. If you guys win, we will see what we can. It started from there, and the preparation also. European preparation is different from Africa. The system. You have a club whereby all their sizes have been measured by Nike or Adidas, all their kits, everything is ready.
But this is the country we're talking about to me. We have Nigeria so big, and they're doing so well. Ghana is also a very big country. Like in the West Africa, if you're talking West Africa, you can't say West Africa without mentioning. The Eagles and also Black Stars. So like it's a big thing. Like these people literally bring football in on the map for Africa. I know Senegal and Cote d'Ivoire too are there, but we know Egypt and Morocco as well. But these are when I'm talking about West Africa. So this is not a small country like you say. Oh, this is one small country that doesn't have resources. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you know that this is even good for the country itself, why don't you make such a preparation as well? Put them in places.
Yeah, sometimes you can't blame the management, because sometimes most of the people who find themselves in the position of the sports, they don't even know anything about the sports. So it's so difficult, my friend, when everything has to do with who knows who, the connection, you have money. So it's difficult. Imagine now when you put like a curator, somebody who have to be in charge of the football, in charge of and it's not, maybe it's just like a tailor before in his current job, or it's a mechanic. And then you don't even know how many hair have to be inside the ball, or what players need before the game. So it's kind of.
I think then that one is wrong, because you're supposed to put people who knows the game, who are educated about the game. Because if you put somebody there who doesn't know anything, will be just doing anything comes to his mind.
You're just talking about the one of the possibilities why it's so difficult. Like, it started from preparation.
So it's a what's your take on it?
I think when it comes to talent, African have it.
Yes.
But definitely there are some things that in Europe they have more advantage. That is why they are winning the World Cup. Because even for a Ghana player to become more successful, he need to go to Europe. For a Nigerian player to become more successful, you need to go to Europe. So they have the facilities. They have plan for the game. We only rely on our talent. Okay, maybe Yusuf is strong. Yusuf have power, but what again? When it comes to teamwork or strategy to play football, we all learn it in Europe. So definitely we can use our talent, but we will reach a certain level that the talent alone cannot make you a successful World Cup winner. You need some things, and it's already in Europe.
Okay, so what I'm going to ask is that most of you guys are professional coming from Africa and playing at this, top football clubs. You've seen the structure, you've seen everything. So when you take these things, most of you go back, you play for your national team, you're called. So when you go, why don't you share it with the coaches or the management and tell them that I think we're not coach, we're not this, but this is what we do back there. So maybe it's time for us to fix our management or something that will help us to win this World Cup. Because most of the players, the good players from Africa, we have talent, like he said, comes to Europe, they're bought, they pay them so much money, but they can't come to their country and to win a World Cup. Not talking of going to even finals, Africa. Really?
No, World Cup, it's not just something you just...
Yeah, we have the quality, we have the quality, we have the talent, but when you reach some level of football, you can see somebody in Europe, he don't have the talent, but he's playing.
My point exactly.
Yes, so I think...
I think one of the things I said is mentality. When you ask few players back home or from Africa, like, how they see them, say, if I kill your body like this, that is how you always feel like, they are not strong. And then when you now come, you realize it's not what you
It's not what, yes.
These people, what is that? They train more than us sometimes. The only thing we have more than them is endurance. Because we can do this, we have that endurance. But when it comes to tactics, techniques, we don't even... which coach is in Nigeria will tell you need to shoot from right to left, from left to right. You learn that in Europe. Coach is there as a striker, you shoot from right to left to right. But Oga shoots, you don't have, then...
What position do you play?
I play as a striker.
Okay. And you as well?
Winger.
Okay.
So it's a mentality, like I said, when you think, we are Africa, we are strong, we will kill them, you already lose the game. When you think like that. For example, during the under-17, like I said, we came second in the under-17. We lost to Switzerland. And immediately after the under-17, the national team board member, they were like, you guys impress us. You are automatically, the whole team, with the coaches from under-17, you are all going to under-20 without changing anybody. Yeah, everybody was happy. You know what the coach said and how the manager, like, the coach called the players and like, you guys are automatically promoted. But if you don't have a team, don't think I will invite you to the camp. So it's already started like that. So it's like, even you have a breakthrough doesn't mean it's stop there. You need more. And sometimes also, the way we treat people without support is difficult when it comes to Africa. Do you know how many players outside Africa doing so good, but just because they don't agree to the terms of the coaches? But it happens to me one time. I was like, God, how much am I collecting? I can't share my money with one coach in Africa or one because I have to go play national. How much am I collecting? There are so many things that that keeps you out, even if you're a good footballer. They won't even check you. One of them is just the mentality. Imagine, from my own experience, I've been called all the way from Spain to national team 2 times, and then when they make the list, my name is not there, and they ask me to come. So imagine that, and even to give me money to fly back, they don't do that.
So you flew all the way to Nigeria,
Yes.
and you found that your name was not on the list.
When they make the final list.
Yeah.
And then there's no good explanation. You know, all these things is like mentally issue. Because if they can do that to you 2 times, you know, you get scared again to try again. You'll be like, I bet you can do my close. That is the problem we have. When you have the breakthrough from Africa to come to Europe and you see how they treat you in Europe, you'll be like, I bet you can stay here, no one go back home. That's just it.
Do you feel the same way? What you're saying?
Yeah, for real.
I do treat
It's
the
not
national.
everyone. It's not only me and him. Oh, everyone. I mean, if you watch where you are coming from and what is there, you just thank God you are out of that situation. So if you come here, whatever happens, you manage it and make sure you don't go back.
It's difficult.
It's sad because I think that is the biggest achievement, to go back to your country and give back, you know. But it's so sad that we can't really get things done in Africa appropriately. Because how can you fly a plane, I mean, all the way, or he flew himself saying, okay, I'm going to support my country, and then he get there and his name is not on the list. If you don't want him there, just say it. Don't let him waste his time, waste his energy, waste his finances, and then go get there and then you don't like do the right thing. It's so sad. I think that's why we don't win World Cup, because like you said, the whole system is just, they have to restructure everything, you know. So let's talk about football. Okay, I see people are writing in their questions. So maybe my producer, I don't know if we can take some questions at the moment. Don't forget to send us your comments in the comment section. If you have any questions to ask, please let us know. They're here to answer the questions for you. Okay, we have Lawrence. Lawrence, number one show watching you live from Ghana. Thank you so much, Lawrence. Thank you so much. If you have a question, please send in the comment section. Okay, Frimpong is saying, good evening, watching from Akuse near, Sominya, you're watching from Sominya. Please kindly ask Opoko which club did he play for in Ghana, and has he played for any of our national team? Okay, Israel, I think that's you.
Yeah,
This person knows you.
I played Benab FC in Kumasi. I mean, they are doing well. They are doing so well.
Okay.
They scout good talent.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of players are going in Europe each and every day.
Okay. Yeah. But he already said I think the national team you've not played.
No, I've not played national team.
Yeah. All right. So don't be surprised. Maybe very soon he'll be called, and his name will be on the list. Okay. Not when he get there and then his name will not be on the list. All right. So we're taking one more question. Okay. Maybe say watching from Lee. Okay, Portugal. Good job, Francis. Oh, thank you, my darling. Thank you so much. And shout out to everybody watching from Lisbon as well, Portugal.
I need to share to my mom. My mom needs to watch this.
Oh, okay. Your mom's name?
I need to share the link to her.
Okay. Oh, that would be nice. His mom is watching him. And we have NDC, that's for our union, is saying, good evening, watching from Amsterdam, Holland. Thank you guys so much for watching from Amsterdam, Holland. And good evening to you. We have what she's saying, watching and listening from Ahim Engman. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. All right, the questions are coming. Nana is saying, good job. Time with Princess getting greetings from Tatalay, Northern Ghana, and Sakina information. All right, greetings to all of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Michelle is saying, watching from Maryland, USA. Thank you so much for watching, Michelle. We have Robert. Robert is saying, watching from Paris. Robert, thank you so much. You always watch from Paris, France. Thank you. Thank you. Blessed with new talents. We only need to groom them well. Exactly. And restructure maybe some of our stuff in Africa as well. All right. We have, from our TV, a very impressive show. Keep it up, girl. Greeting from where we're in Otirijan. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate always you guys are tuning in. And we have quickly saying, kindly ask them. Okay, I think he wants to know which is what's the difference? Okay, what's the difference between the peach in Africa and Armenia? Does the change of environment help promote their talent. All right, I think it's asking what's the difference. I'll start with you, Israel. What's the difference, like the pitch or the like stuff? What's it that's different? That's making you better when you're not like better than people who are in Africa.
I think in Armenia the pitch is good. To be honest, the pitch is good more than Africa. So it helps you for, I mean, your first control, your touches, because in Africa sometimes they give you pass, the ball will be bouncing like this. So you need to control like 3 times.
I know.
And yeah, the pitch is good, and training equipment and I mean training programs also is perfect, and it has developed me a lot. Yeah, the training programs, and every time we are learning new things. So definitely when you are playing, that is why if you get back to Africa like break, they see a lot of different in your football.
So when you get back and you play, do you find it difficult there playing on the pitch?
No, not difficult. You know, when you get back, you don't use power again. You only use your brain and your technique.
Because like you've mastered it.
Yeah.
All right. So please, guys, yes, we'll come back to your questions. But I want to ask you, you played in Spain, right? And also, you play all of it. So is there difference when it comes to pitch? I mean, in Europe, but is there the pitch different?
The pitch is not only the different, how can I say, the atmosphere, the air you breathe on also is different. How you feel, you can't compare summer to winter, it's too different. But just like spring also. But most importantly is also the food we consume also as a player, You can't eat kenke and say you want to go and play in the afternoon, so you're going to kill. So it's like, the food here also, is different. It's more nourished, more nutrient, For instance, like me, I've been in Europe consistent for like almost 10 years or so I limit the way I eat African food.
Yeah.
So I'm more like, before the game, like 2 days before the game, I don't eat anything pepper or too much of oil before the game. Yeah, this is me. Everybody have his own, how your body reacts to what you eat. So as a footballer also, you need to always watch what you eat, so that you know the strength you have. If you are somebody who wants to keep on your speed when you play football, you don't consume heavy food.
Okay, so you want to tell me that you don't, even in Nigeria, you don't eat your eba, you don't eat your pounded yam and stuff like that?
During the game or when you have game. Only when there's a free day, then I eat that. But eat to game, I don't do that again. I have a bad experience with it, that's why I stopped.
Okay.
When I was in Austria or somewhere, like one of my friends gave me the food. It was even training, not even game. I went to game after eating pounded yam or something like that. It's first time you have not eaten African food for a long time, and then somebody invites you. I eat so good, and then I go to training. I just stand in one place. They give me the pass, I take, I give back. I'm like, what is happening to me? I don't know what is happening to me until I finish the training and now try to what's happening? Is this the food? And then I told the guy, please don't ever give me African food again. So, but it's good, but you don't do that when you have heavy training to do or 2 times training, because all this food, they always come back to the chest.
Yeah, you might have even thrown up or something.
Yeah, so.
All right, so let's where does football start? Do you guys have an idea? Because I see this game is one of the successful sports in the whole world, And where does it start? I don't know if you have any idea to share. If you know about it, we can just share it out there.
Yeah, football, it's more like a unity game, it unites people, it keep your head away from problem or disturbance. Once you're in the field, you don't even remember so many things happening outside, because you are there with different feelings. And to me, I always say football, it's more like everything when it comes to life is football. You can get peace, you can get successful, you can enjoy yourself, and you can be successful. People can clap for you, people can stone you also in this same game. So it's more like a life generally. But the good thing is that we grew up to learn football from the legend. When you talk about Maradona, Pele, so all these big George Weah, all these big people, all these legend in the football. You know, you grow up to see them, and most importantly, we are lucky to watch some of them also still playing live football before we start. And you know, there are people that we need to give kudos to that make football more easy and enjoyable for us. People like, how can I say, we have Asamoah John, these are strong people. We have good players from Ghana, also Mensa, all these great people. We have Nigeria, we have Jeju Koshaka Nwako. We have people who later make us know that football is not only about power, and football, you know, it's supposed to be enjoyable sometimes also. So when you talk about back football, so you need to, like, you know, say regards to all these players who make football well presented now, and you know.
But did this whole game started in Africa or in Europe?
Oh, I can't answer that.
Okay. I think they don't have any idea. But I think it started in Europe because, I mean, from what I saw, I think it started in Europe, okay? So, but what we know is it's one of the biggest games in the world, and it's enjoyable, and they're making a lot of money. These players are rich. When you see the amount of money they're cashing out, Charlie, it's a lot, it's a lot. And after this question, please, we'll be going on break. Dear producer, if you can just send us. And don't forget to send us the question when we get back after the break, okay? We're going to read all your questions. I promise you guys on that. And they're here, they will answer it as well, okay? If you have any question based on, if you're a footballer, you have any question based on your management or anything, please don't hesitate. Send it in the comment section so that we can help you figure things out. All right, so let's say this. Who is the best player between Messi or Ronaldo? I'll start with you. Who do you think? And why, please?
I always don't want to answer this question.
Why you don't want to?
Always. I don't know, because everybody is doing his own thing, you understand? And their style of play is not the same. And so it's difficult. I can't say Messi, I can't say Ronaldo. Trust me, I cannot say that. Yeah, both of them are champions. And nobody can say this one is better than this one. Everybody has his own quality.
Do you agree? Yes.
Yeah, you said well, but you know, this is like general language now for everybody. Even the newborn baby of this age now will see you and say, Ronaldo or Messi. Yeah. So, you know, everybody have their own style of playing. And you can't say one is greater than one because they are the public figure everybody always tries to make together. Just like you said, we all have our own people, like a role model that you want to learn from. So you always look for people who fall in the same line of style you play, and then you pick them. So, but you can't deny the great things Messi and Ronaldo is doing in the world of football. But you know, they are too much, Ronaldo, Messi, and there are other players also in the world.
I know, but we always compare these two people, you know? And the same thing I said when it comes to Ghana and Nigeria, there are a lot of West African countries that are doing very well in football. But when they mention Ghana and Nigeria, like the internet just breaks. Everybody has something to say, like there's just, you know, bashing each other, like the fans. People, it's so funny when you read that. I mean, guys, the other countries, can we just focus on other people and leave Messi and Ronaldo alone?
Until they leave football. If they are still playing, you will keep on hearing about it.
Of course.
But it's always a good question.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be going on break soon. But before we go, let me tell you the show is time with Princess, and I have two lovely gentlemen here spending the time with me, the footballers. And don't forget to send us your comments in the comment section. If you have any questions, please say it, and I will definitely ask them and they will answer you. So we're going on a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Don't miss a beat, stay tuned tight. The best of the best, shining bright. Tune in now, it's not a game. Today Ghana News, it's your clan. Tie with Francis, a unique delight. Don't miss the magic, shining bright. Tune in and see the best of the best. Today Ghana News, you'll be impressed. In every week, a new adventure. Francis Jalil, we're ready
weapon formed against I shall prosper. The wicked and his work shall go down in disaster. Death before dishonor, no weapon formed against I shall prosper. I'm anointed and appointed to walk as a winner. This is your Sir King Malakia from out of Jamaica, representing for GhanaNews TV, the web TV for the best programs. We broadcast via satellite and also on all social media platforms. We do developmental news, social program, employment, entertainment, and educative politics. So death before dishonor, no weapon formed against I shall prosper. We are anointed and appointed to walk as a winner. Whoa. What we say, youth man, before you make up your mind, think before you take up your nine. We say the hottest part of date and who did, who you did left behind. What we say, youth man. Yeah man, this is your side, the soldier and the warrior representing for Today GhanaNews TV. It's the best web TV across the continent of Africa. They transmit via satellite and all their social media platforms for your best developmental news, social programs, empowerment, entertainment, sports, and for the best educative political discussion. Today, GhanaNews TV, 24/7's online TV. I aside the soldier and the warrior. Blessings.
So today we launch your top fans on Today GhanaNews TV, and we want all the viewers and listeners across the globe to tune in all the time. We're calling everybody, call your brother, call your sister to tune in all the time and be watching great, amazing prizes from today. So keep watching GhanaNews TV.
Welcome back, guys. We're here and it's time with Frances. I am your host. My name is Frances Ja. So let me tell you that the program is fed live on Twitch, on satellite, Facebook, YouTube, links are on Today GhanaNews TV. Okay, we're also live on our associate channel on Hing FM 93.5. Akim and Ma in the Eastern region, King's Radio in Accra, Jeffrey TV at the Warrior, and in OT region, Sekina Information Center at Tatalay, Northern Ghana, at the Lema Community Information Center at Nkwanta and Fans TV. We're also live in Aflao in the Volta region. Thank you guys so much for joining and tuning in. Time with Frances is shown every Friday. Okay, so we're here with two lovely guests. They're footballers. Okay, it's Ghana versus Nigeria. We have Israel from Ghana and Yusuf from Nigeria. But please, if you have your comments, don't hesitate to send us in the comment section any questions you'd like to ask both of them. They're here to answer your questions, okay? And also tell us where you're watching us from and your name. All right, guys, so let's get into more questions. Let's talk about I want to say corruption, but corruption is everywhere, and you guys have already put in light in some of the places like where there's corruption, but let's delve into it as well. What's the corruption I know in Africa and also in, like you said, management? Can we throw light on it? Like when you said walk up and management, what is your take on the corruption in Africa? And what do you think that we can do to stop
Stop.
Or to minimize it. Okay? We can minimize it. Maybe it might not stop everything.
It's not really what I'm going to say that is going to change anything, but it's just going to enlighten few things about it. Because you can't change things that is not ready to change itself. So, one thing I can always say is, in Africa or in Europe, everything is always based on budget. So, like African budgets, mostly it goes not into what they're supposed to go for. Not everything sometimes. Sometimes you have a budget on team, on player that you need to spend like 1 million on players. But you will see some people who end up be like, they may not even reach a good stage in this competition. Why spending this so much money on them? So let's cut short this. Like you say, for instance, when the Nigeria go to some country, the other part of the country don't allow them to fly back because they're fighting based on when they come, they say they don't treat them well, and now they're trying to like retaliate. Imagine if African is like going against each other. They are giving a bad impression to outsider. So it's also part of that, because one thing I think we need to do is like we need to encourage each other. If Nigeria hosts Ghana, we need to treat them, because they say one good time always deserves another. So if you treat person based on pain, or like mostly even Europe also, I think most of them are playing football based on old fight or something like that. Because I remember when I was in Austria or something like that, a friend of mine from another team gave me his jersey, and I'm playing for a different team, and I have to wear the jersey to just on the streets just to go play. And then before I even know, message is coming to me like, why would I have to wear the rival of my team jersey? It's not just
I thought the rivalry should be on the pitch, not outside of
So some people take it more than what you think. It happens here also in Armenia. When I left my old team, they were like, I need to sign an agreement that I will not play any other team in the same country. It's just not, it means different thing to every other people, and the only thing is that, the most difficult part is, it's when you come from another place and you want to come and change the system of what you don't know how it started. You always cause a problem for yourself. So it's also part of things that happen when it comes to corruption. Like you said, it's corruption, but to some people it's not corruption. To some people it's just normal daily things that they do, because they don't have anybody to like challenge them or go into that. It's also it's basically more like a politics something. You employ somebody have to bring people that he knows, not people that have the quality of what he is doing. He have to bring his own people that he trusts. So regardless of their own individual something, he always bring them. So it's more like basic thing that goes on in life, because everybody is just looking for the power to attain what they want. So if everybody goes for, this person is doing good, is in own channel, let's bring him, it can help. Everywhere will progress. But now it's more like, oh God, are we there in charge now? We use our power. We don't know who will come next.
I know. That's so typical in Africa,
So you will just be talking about this thing, and then it will be so difficult. And the good thing now is that we're having some new generation now. They are fighting everything. So you just wait a couple more of years. This generation, they are going to change everything. So they are just like working their ass to fit in, because they are the real deal now. Because when it comes, and now everything is changing, because now we are in the world of internet.
Yes.
Everybody is going with their phone
Everywhere.
So even you want to talk some things, you'll be like, these boys. Just like Nigerian president, there was a time it was to say, these internet people, they want to destroy me. Yeah, because now this is the world. So, in the world now, it keeps fear in everybody. Even that this thing is not good. you always have to caution yourself. You don't do it just in the
Yeah.
person face. You have to always like go in a side way. So I think when we come together, understand that achievement of one country is achievement of everybody. Just like here also, I told them, I said, yeah, something happened here in Armenia. There was a team called Alashkets. They are the first to participate in the conference league game. And then I went to go watch their game one time in the conference league. And then the stadium is empty. Like, they are not even existing in the country.
Wow.
So imagine when you see that kind of a thing. So what do you want to say? So
That's
it's
so
you know that yeah you know in your own opinion you'll be like, hey, these people are representing the country now. They need the support of everybody.
Yeah.
In any other way they can do it. Doesn't matter if they are bad, but this is their moment.
Just because another maybe club did not go, so they feel like, oh, why should we be there?
So so it's always, it's not just like one country. It's general something when it comes to football also. Tribalism, fans, old pain. So all these things, they try to instinct in your brain like this thing, they are very bad. Even if it's the last thing you will sign in your career, don't go here. Yeah, it's always like that. Okay, for instance, before I came to Armenia, I have to speak with one of my friends that is here. It didn't come straight. It was like, well, this thing, it didn't come straight. And one thing we don't understand is we all have different type of lifestyle. Sometimes what you see bad, I may not even see it as bad thing. And then when I came, I realized that what we lack is whatever you want from people, you need to give them first.
Yeah.
You want respect from someone, you need to show them the respect because it's what you give to people that will give to you.
Yeah.
So then I try to understand that some people are here, they just want the respect, but they are not doing anything to earn it.
And if you don't earn it, I mean, you can't get it.
So that's how it started also. You want the best of your player, you need to respect them.
Yeah.
Because when you respect player, they'll give you their best.
Yeah.
So it's like that also. When their money is 1,000, give them the 1,000. Don't tell them I'm having 200 from you. From there you start to have bad eggs between each other. So these are all the little things that I think is starting, When you have a deal of 10,000, somebody's already claiming 3,000 out of it. And other people, without even knowing what you need to go to. So this is just little thing I can say about
so Israel, I want to hear your side.
About
the same corruption in football, not in politics though.
I mean, football is a game of corrupt, both on the pitch and off the pitch. And you cannot do anything about this. Sometimes we just need to accept it. It's a game. You understand? I'm cheating you, you are cheating me. Even on the pitch, it happens. Referee can cheat you as well.
Really?
So it's just.
But it's not right.
You understand? It's just a game that this is what is in this game. You cannot do anything until you do your part and go. I think it's not today that it started. It has been starting for so long. And our generation, we cannot change it. We will play our part and go. The upcoming one, they cannot still change it. So we just need to accept it.
But is it right for just to accept things that is wrong? I mean, it's so sad because they say change is a constant thing. And I mean, we should change, give room to other people. And I always say that it's better you put people who knows about the game. Like people, have already stopped playing football, maybe they retired. Those people are there. Yeah. They're not on the pitch, but they have knowledge. Yeah. So you can also fix those people in to help to, settle the whole thing.
It's like I always said, it's not the way you always think.
Yeah.
Because when you look at all these legends, you're also talking about people who retire from football. Yeah. How many people can you talk about that it's still their football that is making them to still have a living? It's rare.
Yeah, but if you're gonna work, they're gonna get paid. It's not like you're doing it for free.
Yeah,
but I'm saying that instead of bringing someone who doesn't have any idea about what they're doing, how about you bring this person in, even if it's a part-time, just come here, see, restructure what needs to be done. Let's see what we can fix to make things happen.
Since when did you see someone who said the truth and get a job? Did you?
Yeah.
But at least you should walk in for it. You see
Yeah,
through.
you know, these people, they know that when they come into the game, they are going to expose a lot of things. And they will not give them the chance. Even if they give them the chance, they will make sure they don't succeed in it. They will not give them the support they need. Because somebody will go through football, the same thing. When he comes, he wants to make sure play. But, you know, people don't give people time now for experience. No. You can't see a coach now that will come and tell you or me or somebody and be like, "Ah, don't worry, you are still growing. Continue." Never. You make a mistake once, you're out, another people is coming. So there's no much room for you for learning process. It's so difficult. There's no much room now for learning process. You just have to adapt quick because now everybody is wanting a quick answer. Like before, you know, in football, yeah, that's why I passed through some stages in my football. I'll be like, I wish the people that I passed through, they are in a bigger place. It will have been better. It's just that sometimes the good people, they don't always end up in a good places. Because there are some coaches that they believe in you, they know your strength, they know your capacity. So when you do one mistake, they're like, come on, don't worry.
Yeah, it's a game.
Always get ready for the next one. But you won't find them in that successful place where you have the chance to go.
Yeah.
So it's
that's just so sad, and it's so bad that these days people are so mean. I said the world needs more love because with so many things that's happening around the world, it's better you show more love. And if you're saying that somebody can help you to grow, I mean, if he helps you to grow, it's gonna be the success of the game, and it's gonna be success for him in return. So, but if you keep removing people, everybody that comes, you say, no, you're not good. You get that. I have to. I mean, it doesn't show a good side of leadership.
Yeah, like what you said, growing up for me, let's say I was still in secondary school. There was a club in my state or in my place that is already made club. So they were like introduced me to this coach was from his name is from where I don't know if I remember where this coach from. I will say it, but yeah, it's a Liberian coach, Liberian man. It's a Liberian coach. So they take me there. He look at me and say, "You touch me on this ball. This one is not ready, my friend. Take him go. When he's ready, come and challenge my team."
Just looking at you.
Yeah, that's what he said. I don't have time to train anybody now. This one, it's not ready, my friend. When it's ready, come back and challenge my team. And the funniest thing is that I still end up to be the one to help him in the competition they are playing at the end of the day when they give me the try. So people are more into what they are looking for, not what they can see from you. If a coach now wants a physique player with a good height, if you like dribble like Messi, they don't care about. They are going for the physique they are looking for. So that is the problem we have also in football now. People will be like they just need something for particular things. Some coach wants a tall player. Some coach wants a physique player. Some coach don't care in as much you can do what you want in the field. So it's hard for them to really see you if they don't give you the chance. So if you don't give you the chance, how do you want to show them what you have? So it's more like a gambling.
Talking about coaches, let's dive into your football team here. How is your relationship with you and your coach?
The relationship was good. Right from the first team I played when I was there, like I said, that I wish some coaches are more in a better place that you always want to go with them. And there was a coach called Minasian here, you know. When I was with them, everything was fine. Even my mistake is like nothing was like. There was one time he called me and be like, "What did I want to tell you? You've played in Spain. You come from Austria. Please tell me what can I tell you?" My friend, go. You don't have a problem. Just continue. You know, you have coaches sometimes that they understand that there will be a bad day for football, but it doesn't mean that you're a bad player. You just have a bad day. You can have a bad day in the whole season, but when you have a good coach, they understand that no, it happens, and that's why sometimes also as an African player, most of the problem we have is either back home or within ourselves. Especially when money don't come when you need it. Your problem is like, are supposed to send money back home, but it doesn't come now. You start to get worried and you forget that anything that overload you is affecting your game.
Okay.
And the people there don't understand that. Because
Yeah,
they
they
don't
just
see,
want
yeah, they don't
to
see,
receive.
yeah, they don't know what you need to do to make sure the money is coming. It's everyday challenge. You want to talk about the difference is like where you pay your monthly payment every month. You want to compare to where you pay once in a year or even once in 4 months. So it's two different things.
Yeah.
So the mentality have to change.
But why don't you always like explain to them, since they're family, like explain them that this is what I'm going through right now. So you guys need to hold on a bit.
You have to go. You know, them is like when you have a problem, you need to stay off everything you are doing. You need to first take care of that.
Yeah.
How long the African parent want to stay in Europe, away from his job, and then don't take care of his bill?
I know, right? Bills first, seriously.
So it's difficult. So the relationship is good. It's good. And when it comes to Armenia, you know, they are very friendly people.
Yeah.
When their lifestyle is 50-50. When they love you, it's 100%. When they hate you, it's still 100%. So it's the same energy.
Well, it's
But
good
are
they love
lovely
you.
people, yeah.
And what of your teammates? What's the
Yeah.
reaction? Are you the only black in your team?
No. The connection in the team is good because we have mix of African, we have mix of international, rather to say, yeah, mix of international. Even not even only Armenia, we have players from Russia, we have from other part of the African country, like the French side. So we have like mix, even Portuguese, like that.
But how do you guys communicate?
English. Mostly is English mostly. And you know, when you stay long a little, you hear what they're saying, but you can't speak, but you understand, you just not there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You go with the flow. Yeah, so Israel, what is it like for you the first day you came here? Your team?
Experience with the coach.
Yeah.
I mean, my first coach was good, Robert Azumaya. He was, I mean, when it comes to practice and communication with players, I mean, I loved that man. It was so much. He told me, like, you have speed, you are strong with the ball. I mean, just do it. Don't think about anything.
Yeah.
So he encouraged me a lot. That was my first coach, and my current coach is also a good person, but you know, sometimes he just gets nervous easily. He's an emotional person, so I'm used to that. And on the field, he can talk, sharp, but after the game, he will come and say, yeah, I just want you to do more than what you are doing. I know you can do more than this.
Okay.
That is
So
why I'm
just
telling you
pushing.
this. So
Yeah.
it's
What are
good.
your teammates?
I mean, it's good. They love me. I don't know if it's real or fake. Yeah, to be honest.
Well, as long as they're smiling.
They are smiling. Like sometimes they will come like, hey, my friend, how are you? You okay? You know.
Yeah.
But my thing is because I'm performing well in the team. Because there are some guys also there that they don't even
They're
say
Africans.
hi to them. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, his team is good. They have like half Africa in their team, half foreigners. So they have
Yeah, we have
a
Africa.
couple
So,
of Africa in their
and
team.
I'm not the type of person that really move with people.
Okay.
Like, okay, it's my teammate, we need to vibe, we need to smile. I just
No, for professional levels, like when you're on the pitch to try to communicate. as a team.
yeah. On the pitch, communication is good. Everything is perfect. You know, it's just sometimes some of my teammates, typical Armenian guys, they don't understand English.
Oh,
So I need to learn the Armenian by force. Yeah. So
and how's that going?
it's good. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying. Yeah.
Okay, well,
There are
that's
some words in football that I'm used to it
okay.
because they keep repeating it every time. So
All right.
I'm used to it.
So, how's the Premier League the past this season? You guys just ended. How was it for you?
Yeah, for my team, this past season was not so good. It was
Why was
really one of the bad seasons to say, or maybe one of the difficult seasons, because you know a team who won the championship last season, and then this season we end up struggling to fourth position. It's really
that's so
yeah, we have some
unfortunate.
really difficult season, but thank God we're able to achieve the aim, which is to be in the top four, also to participate in the Conference League qualification, which is the most important thing for us, that we succeed in that to make the season look good. So hopefully,
I hope you guys are preparing well so that
Yeah,
You'll
we're
be
going to
doing
start
best.
training very soon, and then hopefully everything will change.
Okay. So what about you, Israel? How was the league?
Yeah, I mean,
Did you
it's good.
successful?
It's part of experience, you know.
Yeah.
Because, for example, there are a lot of my teammates that this is their first time playing the Premier League.
Oh,
You
okay.
understand? Some foreigners, some Armenian guys. So it's just experience to have. I mean, we didn't get good season, to be honest. We were struggling a lot. We are playing good, but it's just we are not lucky to win some games, you know. And it's part of football.
Yeah.
It gives more experience when you are in this kind of situation. So I think I learned a lot. I learned a lot this season. I got a lot of experience, and we are also looking for.
Did you score? Yeah, I was gonna ask that. Did you score any goals?
Yeah, I scored.
Okay. How many goals?
I scored like 3 goals.
Wow. That's cool. How many goals did you score?
Some of my goal of goals. He's king of goals.
I have 14 goals. 14 goals for this season. Total.
Wow, how does it feel like when you score and I mean everybody's shouting your name? How does it feel like for you?
Yeah, for me, it's not strange again. You know, a country where you have played like almost 3 to 4 seasons, so you already feel all the feelings. It's just that once you score goal, the moment is always unbelievable, regardless of the result of the game. When you score goal, it helps build your confidence. So,
especially when the game is not going your way or your the team way, but you just break the ice, and you bring your team back into spirit. Talking about games now, do you have any special ritual that you do before going on the pitch, like playing? I know some players they believe that if I don't do this thing, I might not score, or my team is not going to win. Do you have that also? Like, do you believe in that?
No, really, I don't really believe in that. Since I came to Europe, I see football is different from here. Back home is different in Africa. Even before the game, you already know you can win a game in Africa.
Really?
Yeah, because we know how it's going to end up. So maybe you get penalty at the end of the game, or the ref will just do that. But in Europe it's different. There's nothing called this is my home, this is my away when it comes to Europe. But in Africa, if it's your home, you can win. But if you are not financially, somebody will come and take your point at your home in Africa. But in Europe, there's nothing like home and away. You just everything is open. You play. If you're good, you take over the other people's points. If you are not, like that. So the good thing is just that we always stay in hotel a day before game, so you stay away from family, you stay away from you are in camp, you do everything together as a teammate, so you have a good preparation before game. So that is the good thing about the football.
So what about you? Do you have any rituals that you do before a game? So I know some people wear their old socks, they turn it inside out, so they wear something, I don't know.
Anyway, if I have a game, when I'm moving out from my house, I just pray to God, okay, God, if it's your will, let it happen. If it's your will for me to have a great day, but just protect me from injury, give me good luck. That's it. So my prayers is my ritual. That's what I can say. It's not long prayer. It's just maybe 2 minutes and I'm done.
Okay.
I need to go.
And I'm gonna ask this: do you like your team? Do you want to continue with them, or are you thinking of switching
football,
or changing?
when it comes about this, it's not about loving your team, because even Messi left Barcelona.
Yes.
So no matter how you love the team, you love the coach, football is not staying in one place.
But you're allowed to move, right? Your contract did not say.
Yeah. I'll move definitely.
So are you looking at any team? Like, if you're not playing with your particular team right now, what other team do you think you want to play for?
There are so many options now, and I've even having headache. So
I
don't know. I just tell God to decide for me because to decide for me.
No, but sometimes, as I mean, you know your skills, you know your strength, you know what you can give to a particular team.
Yeah.
You know, if you get here, you're gonna shine. You like put all that into place when thinking of where next to go. Like team that is gonna boost you, not team that is gonna just bring you back. Because, like you said, I mean, it's improving, right?
Yeah.
When you play this season, next season, you have to play more than what you played. So, do you like get that into consideration when you want to choose a team?
Yeah, to be honest, all the coaches that they recommend me to them, they like the potential. I understand. So right now, I'm just relaxed because we are in break and
Yeah.
I need to relax and communication is going on as well.
Okay.
So I'm ready for any club. Even if Barcelona come today, I'm ready to go.
Of course.
So football, you don't need people to love you, or you just have to get this mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to play my ball, and that's it. I don't need somebody, but the communication is positive. Trust me, it's positive.
Okay. So, I mean, if you see him, don't be surprised. He has a lot. He's even having a headache, to choose from. And you yourself, if you're not playing for Punic, which other team do you think you might want to play for?
Yeah, every player's dream is always find yourself in a good league. We all play for two teams when it comes to football. Going up or coming up in football, first you need to first play for your name and for the name of your team. Because when you have a good name, you have a good profile, and then you can go. And secondly, some of us play for the football for money. So it doesn't so no matter how, because I remember back then going from home, they'll be like, hey, don't play for money, okay? And then these same people will tell you don't play for money.
They'll be asking you for money.
Ask you and you tell them, I'm not playing for money, like you said. So, but the good thing is that, the good thing about football is your progress. Because the more you gather your CV, you score goal, you have a good video, you have the chances of going a greater team. So, like you said, if I'm not going to play in Punic, so I'll rather try to leave Armenia because I've stayed here. I've stayed here.
You want to change your environment, I know, right?
And I achieve a lot here also. So, and I'm happy to to have this achievement. And even if I'm going to take the next step, I'm sure also everyone will be happy for it because I've won mostly everything as well.
Yeah, so in total, can you remember like how many goals you've scored in total since your football's age, since you start playing professionally? Let's start from the professional level. Can you remember the total goal of everything?
I can't say total, but just recently in Armenia, I was told I was one of the most foreign best scorer in Armenia. So I just broke the record of somebody who set it down there for a long time. So I just broke the record, and now I am the most foreign goal scorer when it comes to Armenian League. So I already set the record, and I had 87 goals. Imagine I've been here for like 4 years now, so I break the record, so it's a good achievement also. I know it's also like a breakthrough also, like when people are coming also, they always try to check statistics in football. So you are there also, and people will be like, at least for somebody to achieve that.
Are you the first African to achieve that?
Yeah.
That's
because the person I beat, they said it's from Brazil. The person who have it is Brazil, so I'm the one who is topping that.
Well, congratulations to you on that. I hope nobody takes that for a very, very long time.
He will be a grandpa here.
Israel, like, can you remember all your goals, like professionally? How many goals in total you scored?
I can't remember all though. I can't say in total like this, but.
But in Armenia, can you?
Yeah, in Armenia, I think. I need to check my statistics.
You just need to know how many seasons you have played so far.
I need to check my statistics.
Let's Google. Yes, guys. All right, so let's Time with Frances is the name of the show, and I am your host. My name is Frances Ja. I have two lovely football players with me, and they are superstars, by the way. And I mean, you've heard it all from them. Yes, I was gonna say, sending your questions. We're gonna start taking questions as well. Michelle is saying, congratulations on that achievement. I think it's going.
Thank you. Thank you.
So please send in your comments, questions. All right. Okay. Michelle is also saying the mentality, corruption, and ego is why most African teams will ever come close to winning the World Cup officially. Countries from the west and east of Africa, we need to learn from Morocco. I think, well, you've said it all. All right, so send in your comment in the comment section if you have any questions for them based on their career. Please let us know. Okay, Bimpom is saying money is good, but they should first develop their talent first, and the money will come later. Watching from Barcelona, Spain. Yes, they've developed their talents. Okay, they're still developing. I mean, with football.
You need to develop more. We have developed enough already.
Amazing. Okay, so Wesley is saying, I want to encourage them to take their training seriously. The sky is the limit. Watching from Kufa Radio. All right, thank you. Well, I think they're taking it seriously. If not, they will not be this. I mean, here where they are. And Sikapa is saying, good afternoon, everyone watching from Jumbo near Kufa Radio. Okay, shout out to all of you guys. I mean, the beautiful town of Kufa Radio. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. And Yami is saying, my advice to them is to take this spiritual life serious. Watching from Inquanta in the Uti region. All right, thank you so much for that. I mean, he said prayer is his strongest, I mean, before he goes on the game. So, guys, I told you it's a competition. I wasn't playing because, yes, we have a quiz. We have questions. We're going to dive in, but we want to take a break. We want to give them that time to relax, go. I know some of them now, they'll go and Google some of the questions. They don't even know which question I'm going to ask. Funny enough. So after this, we're coming back. Then the competition is going to start. So please don't go anywhere. We want to know who will win. Today we'll know Ghana or Nigeria. Who will win? Who will take the cup today?
There's Jollof.
Yes. And there's Ghana Jollof, there's Nigerian Jollof, there's Cameroonian Jollof, okay? So guys, don't go anywhere. Keep your comments coming in. We appreciate it. We love it. And we will be right back after this break. When we come back, it's going to be quiz, okay? The competition is going to start. And trust me, it's going to be a hard one for them. They don't know. All right, guys, I'll see you guys when we get back. Don't go anywhere.
What we say, youth man, before you make up your mind, think before you take up your nine. We say the hottest part of date and who did, who you did left behind. What we say, youth man. Yeah, man, this is your side, the soldier and the warrior representing for Today Ghana News TV. It's the best web TV across the continent of Africa. They transmit via satellites and all their social media platforms for your best developmental news, social programs, empowerment, entertainment, sports, and for the best educative political discussion. Today, Ghana News TV, 24/7 online TV. I aside the soldier and the warrior. Blessings.
Hallelujah, hallelujah. Enka osro hine. Ka apostle Stephen Amuakuhu, okontrofo penyi ene kofa baye edema Inner World of God Ministry International. Ewa biblical truth. Miminda ediye nimi ene miminda biya. Abra abo enumre nonso Ghana time. Yeyini life ewa Today Ghana News TV. Biblical truths. Power, power, power.
weapon formed against I shall prosper. The wicked and his work shall go down in disaster. Death before dishonor, no weapon formed against I shall prosper. I'm anointed and appointed to walk as a winner. This is your still King Malachi from out of Jamaica, representing for Guyana News TV, the web TV for the best programs. We broadcast via satellite and also on all social media platforms. We do developmental news, social program, employment, entertainment, and educative politics. So death before dishonor, a weapon formed against I shall prosper. We are anointed and appointed to walk as a winner. Whoa.
Sorry guys, yes, we were here having some conversation, but we're back again. It's time with Frances. I am your host. My name is Frances Ja. So please, I told you before the break we're going to have a competition. But before that, let me tell you, we have two lovely guests. They're footballers, yes, international footballers, and one is from Nigeria, one is from Ghana. So we're going to have a competition, by the way. Okay, I told you guys it's Ghana versus Nigeria. So today we draw the line. Who wins from here? We just accept it. From here, it's official. And by the way, we're live at Twitch and satellite, Facebook, YouTube, and links on Today Ghana News TV. We're also live on our associate channel on Him FM 93.5. Shout out to all of you at Ahim and Ma in the Eastern region. King's Radio in Accra. Shout out to everybody tuning in live in Accra on the King's Radio. Jeffrey Mati, the other Wara, and in Oti region, Sakina Information Center at Tatale, Northern Ghana. We have at the Lema Community Information Center at Nkwanta, and Fans TV also at Aflo in the Volta region. Thank you guys for tuning in, but please send us more questions this very part. After the quiz, we're going to take more questions. If you have anything to ask them, they're here, they will answer for you. So let's get into it, okay? So like I said, it's Ghana versus Nigeria. Drum rolling. It's time to start the game. Now let's play. Are you guys ready to play?
Let's go.
Okay. You heard them?
Yeah.
Let them represent the flags very well.
I hope it's not what I'm thinking.
What are you thinking?
I am neutral here now.
No.
Okay, please.
Why are you neutral? Oh, no. It's not like that. I am half Nigerian or half Ghanaian. So I am the neutral one. Okay? So no bias. I'm not going to figure because I'm from both of these countries, by the way. All right, so let me see. Okay, the European Premier League. Okay, so who goes first with this question? Shall I start? Okay, I'll start from let's just start.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay, so we're gonna start with Yusuf. Yusuf is representing all the Nigerians out there. Okay, so if Yusuf loses, another you will go drag him. All right, so the European Premier League Golden Boot winner for 2024-2025 season is
Mohamed Salah.
Okay, so that is 5 points for Yusuf and 5 points for Nigerians. Yay! Congratulations. All right, so let's go. Now it's time for Ghana. And Israel is represented. So if Israel lose, people should drag him, especially from Kumasi. I know how Kumasi people there. They will deal with him. Okay? If he lose against Nigeria. All right. So let's say the European Premier League winner for 2017 to 2018 season.
European Premier League?
Yes.
2017
to 2018 season.
Oh boy.
But wait, European Premier, I don't understand European Premier League.
Yeah, English Premier.
English Premier League.
Ah, winner of
Yeah,
2017,
2010 and 2018.
2017, 2018. Who win?
Yeah, who win?
You can you guess like 2 times or just one
Yes,
guess?
what?
And then
And yes, when you failed, then that's it.
there's no timer.
Okay, now the time. I'm going to start counting down.
Ah.
So yeah, so now I'm counting down. It's 9, 2017 to 2018. Ooh. Okay, the timer is here. Good.
Oh, how many seconds?
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
2017,
Liverpool.
2018.
Oh,
Bro.
wrong answer. So we will throw it to Yusuf from Nigeria. So the same question, do you know?
2017, 2018.
Yes.
Phew, that was a very long one.
Yes.
Manchester City.
Okay, so 10 points for Nigeria and 0 points for Ghana because of Israel. Okay, Kumasi people come from Israel.
It's like that.
Anyways, I'm not sad. Let's just continue. We still have chance. Okay. So
you don't even ask why I say that. Because I just remember 2016, 2017 was I moved to a country in Slovakia, and then 2016. I don't know. Just go. Don't worry.
okay, you're giving that. Okay, just giving that. Please. Okay, Israel, you lost. So this is your question now, Yusuf from Nigeria. So, which West African country hosted the World Cup?
West African.
So you can also take it.
African country.
Yes, the first African country that hosted the World Cup.
Wow. Which? Okay, because you have under 17, you have the
main World Cup.
No, the main World Cup. Yes.
African country. Wow. African country. Cameroon. No, Cameroon.
It's wrong. So this is your time, okay?
First African country.
Yes, to host the World Cup.
I can try again.
If he doesn't,
Okay.
Is it South Africa?
please don't Google.
No.
Yes, yes, it's South Africa. So we have 5 points for Ghana, 10 points for Nigeria. But like I said, we still have chance. Okay, so don't drag Israel.
2010.
Yes. Oh, you see, he got in. That was the year they hosted the the World Cup. Okay, they were the first African country. So if you don't know, now you know as well. All right. So now this is your question. So please, well, if you give it away, that's your problem.
I'm not giving
Don't say it like that. Just give your question. Don't say it. Now you're saying. Okay.
I know you still say I'm being biased. No, I'm just giving them with the losing team.
No.
We are giving them more power. You know? Yes.
Okay.
If you also lose, I will do the same.
No, you don't.
No, I will. Trust me. Okay, so now we will see who is the first African to win the World Best Player.
First African player?
Yes, to win the World Best.
I think George Weah.
Yes, correct answer. And now we have a draw. It's 10-10 each for Ghana and Nigeria. But we're going to ask Yusuf. So Yusuf might break the tie. You know, Yusuf doesn't joke. He came prepared. Yeah, 10-10.
Come back stronger.
Okay. So what country was the first African country to qualify for the World Cup?
First African country.
Yes, to qualify for the World Cup.
First African to qualify the World Cup.
Yes.
Oh boy. Morocco?
No, wrong answer.
Okay. First African country to qualify for the World Cup. Egypt?
Yes, correct answer. It's Egypt. And yes, it was Egypt and Italy.
Yeah.
So they were the first African country to qualify for the World Cup. All right, so right now Ghana is leading and Nigeria is losing because of Yusuf. But okay, so now let's ask whose question was that? Your question, right?
Yeah.
All right,
That's
so
a good
now
question.
we're going in. Maybe you might answer that as well. And it could be a tie, you know. So this is your question. The question is, in the European, European Premier League, who won the Golden Boot for 2024 and 2025 season?
20.
In England?
The Golden Boot, yeah. Who was the winner?
20.
But you already answered that. 2024, 2025.
Oh, yeah, that was your first question, right? You said no. Okay, so it's no, then you lose. Sorry. I was going to, you see, I told you that. I was going to find a way so that at least you can also draw and something like that. You see, I'm just helping you, but you didn't see it that way. Yes, so that maybe he might lose the question and then you will get.
If you lose it, you will not say I already answered.
That's what I'm saying. I actually thought that was a different question, so that he can lose and you will get to answer it.
Answer it, so I'll go 20 points.
You just answer it, you don't even need to know.
I know, right? Anyway, that was fun. Ghana won, Nigeria lost. But anyway, it's just a peaceful game.
And that's
okay?
it.
Finished.
You can't even say, you have 5 questions and something like that.
No, it was 3 questions. It was 6 questions.
But you don't say. Did you know how many questions you need to answer?
Oh, so I would have mentioned that. Oh, sorry,
So
my
that
bad.
you know how to think before you just say.
Oh,
So
okay,
this
so-
game will.
Next time. But I won.
Nobody wants for this game.
Okay, you still don't want to agree that he lost. He's a sore loser. But we're going to, okay, now I will do a game. We do recap on Wednesday. Maybe I'll bring more questions on Wednesday so that they can prepare themselves. Maybe I'll do 10 questions, 5 each.
You need to start from the game.
Yes.
But congratulations.
Yes.
Are you guys going to shake on it?
No, congratulations. It's good.
All right, that was a fun game, by the way. So, guys, you're watching Time with Frances. I am your host. My name is Frances Ja. With me is 2 lovely football players. Yusuf is from Nigeria. He's an international footballer playing in Yerevan, Armenia for the FCP Munich. Okay, and we have Israel is playing. He's playing also here. He's a professional player here. He's also a footballer. They're very, very, very good players, international. You can Google them and they're rich as well. Okay, I can tell you that.
Don't mind now.
Mind me, oh man.
First, you need to Google Armenia country before you come and
Yes, they will not Google it. Google your name and see how much you're winning.
It's not it's about the country. Google the country first before you say anything.
Okay, guys, we have questions coming in from our viewers, and Michelle is saying, Yusuf, you have been cheated, or Francis?
Yeah, thank you. You see, people
Really?
already know.
Francis, you
Thank you. They know what you do.
really, guys? I was there. I didn't cheat. I read the questions, and I was even holding it close to me so that nobody can peep it. So what was the wrong thing I did here?
I'm not saying anything.
Don't do that.
I was
please.
supposed to even say they give me repeat question.
What to be good? The question already finished, so he wants to give you one more.
No, I wanted him to do so that it can be a draw, But thank you guys so much for coming. I really appreciate it. They're very busy people. Yes, I know the season is off. A lot of them want to travel out because, they've been busy throughout. So they want to see family, friends, loved ones, but they make time to come and join me here today. And I really, really do appreciate it so much. Okay. And this, who is this? Bismarck. Bismarck is saying is a very good player. Who is Bismarck? Who is a very good player? So
He's playing like Messi. He have left foot.
Okay, I think that's interesting to say you're a very good player. So thank you guys so much for coming on the show. Like I was saying, I don't take it for granted because they say time is very expensive. If someone say time is expensive, you can spend it on the watch, but you guys are here with me, spending it with me, and I appreciate sitting down, talking about your experience, telling people your story, your struggles, and your success. That is a big deal. So I don't know if you have any advice out there or anything you want to put out there before we draw the curtain to anyone out there, a footballer, upcoming footballer, somebody who has been broken down and think football is normal, injury or anything. Yeah, it's you. You lose, so we let's give you that. I'm still being nice. If I ask him and say he's the winner, you will say I'm being biased. No,
So guys, first of all, I want to say one thing about football or life generally is doing something that the people around you love and support you, because one of the sources for human in life is to have a love around your vicinity and around your family, because whatever we do that people love, it's a sources for us. So, and one thing is that whatever things you are doing in your life that it feels like you are forcing yourself, just step a little bit back and re-strategize. Don't force some things, because when you feel like you are forcing some things, it means that you are struggling in it. Because whatever things God gives you, it doesn't come with force. It always comes with a peace of mind. It always comes with ease to play. Just like football also. You know when you are struggling, you know where you are forcing yourself, and you know when everything is going good for you. So just be prayerful, most importantly, and don't leave. If you have any other opportunities to gain from studying, from learning something, don't just dish the opportunity just for football alone, because now in football, it takes a lot of things to find yourself at some categories in football. So whatever things you know you can do to help yourself, to make the football going, learning, going to school, just do it to support everything. Don't just only sit on only football, because it takes a time for things to work out. So when you have a little chance, for now, if you don't have a program you're doing, try to learn some things, try to have a handwork or go to school, learn something, so that you just don't be only football. So when the football time comes, you will already come with a lot of embracement, and just keep 100% positive. Everything's gonna work.
Okay, yeah, positivity. Go to school, because we know most footballers don't like going to school. But please go to school, educate yourself.
Even if you don't go to school, really try to learn how to read and understand what you are putting your hand on.
Yes, because you have to sign a contract, so you need to read it, understand it before you pen your signature down. So please, okay, guys, don't make that mistake. All right. So while we are at, do you want to share a shout out to your family and friends? I want your fans out there.
You didn't ask of my advice. So.
No, I'm coming to you. Slow your roll. You've already won. Why? Give me just some.
Oh my God. Yeah, shout out to you guys. Ghana also is like a home. I've been there. I have friends there. So shout out to my friends in Ghana, back home in Nigeria, and most especially African in general. You guys have been so much supportive to most of us out here, because most of the people who give us the courage to keep on going is people back home from there, from family, from friends, from loved ones, even though some of them make money from us, but we won't say. So thank you guys for always being there, and more grace.
All right. So now, winner of the day. Israel.
My advice.
Yes, your advice. Advice for everyone out there that wants to be a footballer or is already a footballer or gone through some kind of struggles in their lives as well. Just,
what I can say is, being a footballer, it depends on you if you really want, because you will face a lot of challenges. So my advice is just stay mentally strong. Don't look up to people. Train. Avoid some lifestyle at the lower stage. And be disciplined and respectful. And God will bless you.
Yeah. So any shout out, I know your mom, of course.
Deborah. Yeah, shout out to my mom, Deborah Japoma. I love you so much, mom. And whoever supported the journey, whoever still supporting, I love you guys and keep supporting. We still have a lot to do. We still have
a long way to
go.
But
so,
at least where you're coming from is, it's getting closer.
I appreciate everyone.
All right, so I want to throw this question out there. What do you guys do aside from football? What's the fun thing that you do?
Yeah, like me, with my family, so it's different from me. So I'm always with my family, we go out together because the good thing about we African also when we are far away, you always need somebody around to help you. And since Armenia, it's not a country full of so many Africans also, but the little ones or the few ones we have around, sometimes we meet in the center also, just a friendly visit. And the good thing is that during the summertime, there are some African guys who always organize some training together. So it's always a good time, but when you are with your family also, it's also good.
But you live here with your family, right?
Yep.
Okay, I think there's the support that you need, most importantly. Okay, so what about you? Aside football, what do you do for fun? Now the season is over. I know you want to travel, yes, but what else?
Well, I am type of indoor person, so maybe I'll just go to TikTok. Communicate with my other colleagues who are in other countries in Europe.
Okay.
We have fun. Maybe I'll just make a call with my family as well.
Okay.
And once in a while, I'll go out to experience it.
Yeah, of course. It's summer. Yes. The weather is good. Everything is now nice out there. So I'm sure you'll be seeing Israel there. So just say hi when you see him, okay? And as well as him with his family as well. I mean, if you want them to sign autograph or whatever, they can do that for free. Don't charge, okay? All right.
Now he give all his autograph to to the academy boys.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for watching, making time with me. Sorry to take a little of your time, but we started late, so you all know already. But thank you for sticking and staying with us throughout this time. Thank you to my producer. He's so patient with me, I know. Thank you so much for staying. And same time next week, Friday, okay? We're live, so don't miss out. Thank you all.
You forget the but today is a special day in Africa. Generally, it's Eid. It's
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
that's when you came and said, I love your attire. He is all African and it's Friday. I mean, all right. So, Eid Mubarak to all of you, all over the world. Okay. Happy Salah, happy Eid Mubarak from all of us here as well. To all of you guys out there, enjoy, but please be safe, okay? Yes, be safe, I beg you guys. But be with family, most importantly. And then break bread, pray, and also say a prayer for us while you're at it. All right, thank you guys so much. Time with Frances. I'm your host. My name is Frances Ja, and I'm signing out for today. But catch me next week. Same time, same place. Ta-da!
What we say, youth man?